やあ、どうも、チャンネル主に代わり登場のずんだもんなのだ。以前に投稿したバロラント、アメリカのティア2シーンの闇について、ショーン・ゲレス氏がより詳細かつ証拠を提示した暴露動画の翻訳動画となるのだ。本編は約1時間もあるため、本動画は大事なところ&スクショなど、画像内も翻訳した要約動画的なものなのだ。元動画には最近追加された YouTube の新機能、オートダビング機能というやつが使用でき、元の音声を日本語 AI 音声に変換して動画視聴が可能なので、ぜひ元動画も見てほしいのだ。元動画の20分までが八百長やその裏に潜む暗号通貨グループとの関連性の説明、それ以降が八百長やチートの疑いがある不可解なプレイングについての検証となっている。この動画では主に前半部分の八百長の方法や暗号通貨グループとの関連性についての部分を翻訳しているのだ。本動画で10分40秒付近に表示されているRIOTからのガチメッセージの詳細はコメント欄に書いていて、そのラウンドたちをショーン氏が見ている部分が本編動画の46分付近から始まるため、そこも要チェックなのだ。ちなみに今回お金の話が出てくるが、現在レートは1ドル約144円なので、ドルが出てきたら140倍してほしいのだ。1万ドルは140万円なのだ。そんな感じでいつもの翻訳字幕スタートなのだ。
The Tier 2 Valorant scene has been corrupted, rotten to the core. Underground gambling rings are targeting vulnerable, inexperienced, desperate players to throw matches and to cheat. They're offering sometimes literal children, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, life-changing money, tens of thousands of dollars for a single game, just to throw a single game, while these people are also profiting hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is my good old friend Bray. He is the guy that's reaching out to everyone, and this right here, this is what his Twitter looked like, at least for last week, before he deleted a lot of the incriminating evidence. Behind the scenes, we actually have evidence of Bray reaching out to at least 4 different players to fix matches. So Teague, who currently plays for Landor, and Practo, who's on Burger Boys, have actually helped me quite a bit in this investigation. And they deserve all the praise in the world for doing that. I'm really hoping the community takes care of these too. So here you can see, this is how Bray opened up the conversation with Practo, right? Showing and flaunting these Burger Boys bets against Blue Otter. Drops all 3 of the 10 grand bets for a 2-0 for Burger Boys to beat Blue Otter, and says, "Thank you, Practo. Love you." And then Practo says, jokingly back, "I got you, bro. This time only, though." This is Practo joking completely, by the way, up top. And then that's when Bray takes over and says, "Yo, Practo, you got Discord? Add me, twin. I'm always here. Just saying, you can make a mil at 19. Yo, Teague, let's make 100K each in your next game. What's your Discord? I got 20K for you." Bray starts off, "Sup, G? Landor have any games coming up?" Maybe Challenge is kind of dead at the moment with playoffs starting soon, so we don't have any VCL matches till July. Split 3, July 4, right? What I do is pay Challenger players. For example, I'll send a bet slip real quick. Hold on. So when you have a close game, for example, you're playing a good team, I'll pay you 20K to underperform. 10 before the game and 10 after the game. If the odds are good, I can get you 30 for a game. I don't want to get cut for playing poorly since I did shit last split, but is there any way to do it and win? And Bray says, "We have streamer accounts on multiple sports books. So that's how we can bet 6 figures plus on Challenger games." And that's the secret sauce right there. And that's a big takeaway, is these streamer accounts on the betting sites are how these guys are capable of even dropping bets this big on Challenger games. And Bray says, "Nah, LOL," to Teague's message. But if it's like a close game 50-50 and you're playing a good team, it wouldn't look crazy if you had an unlucky game, you feel me? Or just to get Teague one-tapped on their eco round. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like subtle shit that makes a difference in the round, but not to most watching it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Can bet maps too. So if you play bad for one map, or I just said throw an eco round accidentally on map 1, so you could just shit the bed one map and still win and make money? And Bray says, "Yes, we should lock in for real. We will speak more about numbers and shit, about maps when odds come out for your games. Everything makes sense now. There were some crazy upsets this split. Motherfuckers were getting their bags." And Bray goes, "Yeah, bro. Fucking like Prosperity Esports in Burger Boys and shit." Bray on May 14th to Teague. "It's ready for you when you want it." This guy literally put Teague's wallet and 20 grand ready to send to Teague. And this is what he's constantly enticing you, right? He's not leaving these leads dead. And you can see, yeah, I understand. I work with a few Valorant players at the moment, and this is on May 1st. I hid the team for privacy reasons, but let me know if you want to run up a fucking bag together. And he flaunts this right here bet. Holy shit. The payout for this, $230,188.10. This guy placed a bet not on the series, but on map 2. That's how you read this. So he's going to get 1.72 times what this number is, and he's betting at a time of the series where it was 1-0, the second map, and the score was 5-3. And you can see, do you know anyone else that would be interested? I'll cut you in profit, obviously. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that the specific person's doing it. You just have to refer a friend. You get a signing bonus. Everything is anonymous, and you will make minimum 5 figures per game. Please delete messages. Whenever you want to be driving a Lambo, you know the guy to go to. And then he hits him up again on the 19th. I am recording this on the 21st. This guy is still messaging people. And this is regarding the playoffs of North American Challengers, even though he knows I know. He literally has a clip talking about me to my players. He's playing ranked to this day.
Yo, Paint, how do you feel about the
Match
current
point.
stage of
Let's
Tier
end
2
our
Valorant?
misery.
I think, honestly, it's in a really bad state.
Sean Gares thinks the same thing.
But I think I can understand people's reasonings behind what they do. Because it was already in a bad state beforehand.
I'm really helping the community. Like,
He's offering $50,000 for this game. $40,000 guaranteed. $40,000 to lose map 1. And I'm gonna bet Burger Boy's money line for 20K, just for fun, when down 1-0. And he does this to change the odds. Those live odds, you can bet live in the game. That's how sinister this really is. Let me know ASAP. And Practo responds shortly after. I'm good, thanks for the offer though. And you can see as the conversation progresses here, if the players get a little finicky, they get worried. Let's move our messages to Telegram. No one's gonna catch us there. Everything's going on is crazy right now. Let's move combos to Telegram. So he's moving everything to Telegram. And this is May 16th, just days after Riot started their investigation. And this is what I was fearful of. The second these guys know that you're onto them, whoop, everything is gone. Nothing is left, no proof of anything. And if you didn't record it, you're too late. So you're worried about getting leaked? Just DM me on Telegram, this encrypted peer-to-peer chat messaging program where we can talk there about throwing this game and cryptocurrency and how untraceable it could be. You know, it is very difficult to catch this. It's hard to believe that a lot of these people just had conversations die out when I see how this guy's treated convos with both Practo and Teague. Just constantly keep going, keep asking, prodding. That's gonna bring us into our next part. That's how the conversation goes, but truthfully, people like Bray are also connected to crypto groups. And those groups are connected and run by people like this guy, Cooker Flips. And he is the founder of Pastel Alpha, which is a crypto trading group where they give people suggestions on like what cryptocurrencies to buy. In my experience, I've been in crypto for quite a while. These types of groups lose you money because the people running the groups are the first to buy crypto. And if you buy first and you dump on the guy that buys second, well, that guy's stuck holding your bag and then needs to get someone to buy at a higher price than he bought in. So the people that often start these groups have a lot of purchasing power. They'll buy heavy into the crypto ahead of time at very low cost. And then when you come into the group and get the suggestion, they're looking for the chart to bump up. They can then kind of slightly sell off onto you, and then you're left holding the bag. I don't really have insight into their crypto group, but I do know that this guy has made some serious bets on these challenger games. And what do you know? They're actually playing Blue Otter. That's the team that Fair plays for. So wow, this is so coincidental. Well, he put 30 grand on this game. Holy moly, he must have felt really confident about that one. So looking through what's left of some of the stuff on Cooker's profile, you can see a little bit of how this guy operates, right? What's gonna happen here and what you're gonna notice is he actually has some legitimate bets. And what that's all about is, truthfully, is just washing the money. This guy's trying to take this illegitimate money that is only coming in from Challenger games and make it look like he's also making money on other things. Because if you only made millions of dollars on Challenger games and you didn't also, lose some on coin flippy VCT games that you're just kind of guessing on, well, then it would look really weird. I speculate that he's kind of washing some of this money, but you can see his profit margins have just got insane in some of it. He's just giving money away all of a sudden on Twitter. Everyone's getting giveaways. And this is an expense for him because he's building his brand, actually. So with free money that he's getting from Challenger games, he has some notable followers, such as Josh RT. And when I saw this, I couldn't believe it, right? I was like, why is Josh following this guy? And so I did indeed get Josh in a call, and I am pretty happy to say I'm fairly confident Josh RT is actually very unlucky in this whole thing, right? They basically reached out and they tried to give him free access to the crypto group. They say it's a very expensive service, and they use him as almost kind of like an advertising method. Right here, you can see him, basically flaunting his open DMs on the stream live for everyone to see.
What rank am I in Val? I'm ass. I think I'm like silver or bronze. I don't play Val, like seriously. I don't have time to put any effort into these games anymore. Like, no point.
I mean, silver, bronze, doesn't really fucking matter. This guy is just a savant when it comes to picking NA Challenger games. Coin flippy ones too, on the underdogs. He loves the underdogs. Why are they betting tens of thousands of dollars on tier 2 Valorant matches when you're bronze and silver? Why? You don't understand the game and you don't even have time to play. Well, I think we know why. But what happens when the odds and the payouts on betting sites are on the other end? And now you have to win. One of you might just cheat. And that's how we come to our boy fair. And here we have May 13th, just 2 days before, if you remember, when Bray said things are getting weird and we got to move to Telegram. And you can see right here, it's just a request to send in information. And Riot earmarked several of the rounds that we will now look at. This is where things get a little bit fun. Now, the thing to look at here is the timing of everything. So watch Paint. He's going to walk away. They ping the wall. I don't know why. No one's made a noise right there. So you can see Paint is walking away.
Timing here, I think.
All right. Let's cross this now with this classic. Ahead of any bait, by the way. Ahead of any bait. There's not even a reason to really cross this, actually. but it's just a huge risk. You can see we have A main. Muncie picks up the cat angle from deep in sight. Surely doesn't catch another timing. So, let's see. They're trying to make some room. Fair, you got us, right? Make some room. So, you can see it causes Muncie to move a little bit. Spazgos plays the door. He's playing safe. He's going to smoke B main. And now he hits his timing to lurk right onto the wall. Oh! Let's just stop right here. So he stops here, in between our players, and ends up timing Muncie, because Muncie ends up spraying the smoke, thinking they're deep cat. He goes into this smoke while getting paranoid, grabs the gun, knife out, of course, runs back, dashes into the middle of the open, even though the paranoid came from, switch side. Could be A main, because that's where Spaz was early round. They have no A main control. He dashes into the middle of the open. Not worried about anything. Okay. Now we get a little interesting. 8 to 7. Ooh, let's check the econ real quick. Is this a big round?